Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with One Punch Man season 3 episode number 7 reaction. Alright, the previous episode nothing much happened. Basically like the characters were just getting ready to go and save the hostages. That was happening with the S-class heroes and the group that they made. While we had Saitama who was inside the sewers. We had King who separated from the S rank heroes and who decided to go and tell Saitama about it, but he realized that Saitama isn't back. So, he and Fubuki and, like the Bang and Bomb, all of them who made a group has decided to go and take care of the situation. Genos is still waiting for Saitama to come back. And yeah, that's the current situation. Anyways, let us see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference. Let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, then this happened. I forgot about that. The whole Oh, so that's what he said to them. Oh god, these speech panels are so horrible. Only the mouth is moving. Hey yo. They haven't moved at all from their position. Oh god. Nah man, this is a serious moment and they're making a mockery out of this. Good lord. Damn. Damn. Yeah, you're already underestimating them? Crazy. Okay. Counter Strike. Oh. Damn, the whole place is going down? Oh no, he's lifting it. Good. Okay, this is child's play for Tatsumaki, I feel like. She's not impressed. Yeah. Right. Oh, oh damn. Yeah, I like I said, this is child's play for her. He's like, wait, what? That was that supposed to happen? Oh, oh damn. Well, you guys protect yourself. Yeah, you guys are heroes, right? Bruh. Yeah, it's just not gonna work on him. Bruh. Oh, yeah. Oh, my mask. Damn. Mm. Okay. Right. I don't think you should bring up her sister in front of her. She'll be pissed. Yeah, you after seeing garbage bag. After seeing what she did, you're yapping so much. What is wrong with you? Damn, an actual tornado. What's up with this? Oh, right. Twin Tails? That's the name? Hey, yo, what is. Oh, bah! Oh, damn, one shooter. So just one shots everyone? Green. Crescent moon. Oh, he makes. Nah, wait, what? Wait, this guy reminds me of someone. Who does this guy remind me of? Damn. Hey! Alright. Got star power. Okay, feather. Oh, it's a whole ass ninja. Oh, a substitution. Yep. What's his name? Ninja? Okay, shattering. Wait, that's Flashy Flash. Wait, that's a woman? Right. Well, yeah, that's how it works. If what? What the? Oh damn! What the? Ow. What the hell? Is it poisoned? Poison, yeah. Damn. Oh, this girl. What's her name? I forgot. Mizuki. Right. What the? Oh, right. Um. Yeah, you guys are getting. Damn. Right. So. Oh, damn. Wait, that I just realized that's a watermelon. Oh my god. Oh boy. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what does this guy do? Oh, he's an Esper? Yeah. Gear spur. Oh, he uses his gear? Yo! What is this? King version 2? Oh my god. Right. Yeah, I was gonna say. Hmm. Okay. Oh damn, they're lining up? What the hell? As if this is a whole Rhino wrestler. Hmm. Bruh. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. This guy's too tough. This monster. Oh, that was not it? Damn. Short put. Oh, that yeah, that didn't work either. Well, he's a rhino, so you know. Damn. Yeah, this guy's tough. This monster's tough. What the? Damn, bulletproof as well. Yeah, he's using a rifle on top of that. 15? Bro. Yarion. Oh yeah, we've seen this guy before. I think in the tournament, right? No, no, he's Atomic Samurai's disciple. 18, 12, 2. That's crazy. Whoever got two is. Demon. Oh, what's that? Oh, Gyaraga. Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, Atomic Samurai will take care of him. Yeah. He'll cut him down to atomic particles. Come on. And this bro's yapping too much. He's gonna get defeated pretty easily. I don't think you will be able to because you'll be dead. Oh, yep. Nah, you're dead already. No. Oh, right. Hmm. Yeah, but this guy is too damn strong. Yep. Yep. There you go. This is the whole meme. Omae mo shinderu. Nani? Ah. Oh, I just realized he has like the atomic. What the hell? Using his the thing in his mouth? They're all shook. Oh my god. Oh, flashy flash. Hmm. Oh, damn. Nah, it's okay. He can handle it. Oh wow. What the hell is he doing? Damn. Wait, Big God was here? I guess. I forgot. Oh. Damn. Oh my god. That's funny. Right. Yeah, okay. Oh, what is that? The garbage bag? Yep. Tatsumaki took care of it. Wow, they off-screened him. Yeah, Jojo posing. Wow. Oh, nice. Well, you need to wait a little bit for that. He's coming for you. He and his group. What the hell is that? Hmm. Oh damn. Oh wow. Alright, that'll help. Hmm. Okay. No, they came back. Well, then what? Like, what's the point of you guys then? Bruh. I was gonna say, then what's the point of you guys? You're gonna be like, it's over for you. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, well, that's that. There you go, food. Ah, it's not even food, it's a small little snack for him. Wow, he has. Right. Damn, his muscles are. Oh boy. All these monsters are freaking shook. Right. Oh. Uh, uh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, is that it? Oh no, there's still something left. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Okay, that's it. Alright. that was episode number 7. Alright, as always, the first section I will be talking about the animation. And yeah, it's the same. Like, it's just the same. Not good. It didn't get better. Now, a few of the free sims were a little bit better, but other than that, it's as always, it's as garbage as ever. I have to say, one thing, like, I never really thought about it that much, but I've seen a lot of people kind of point this out. There are sections where these guys change the coloring, like they make it as if like it has like different color shades, like green, blue, red, like, like disco light kind of thing. And up until now, I didn't really think about it, but I saw a lot of people in social media talking about it, about how garbage it is. And yes, I agree with them. Now that they have mentioned it, it's actually striking me. And whenever those type of sections are coming, I'm actually overly conscious about it, and it's absolute garbage. Like, why? Why do that? There were a few sections of Tatsumaki today where they used that, and I'm like, why? Couldn't they just keep her normal coloring? Like, just normal? Why make the disco coloring? What's going on? Like, why did they need to do that? These guys are already like not doing proper animation and just like, like keeping things incomplete. Why do that extra nonsense? I have no idea, but it looks ass. Like, now that people have, like, I've read people talking about it and I've noticed it. I'm now overly conscious about it. So whenever those sections are coming out, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this actually looks bad. Like, it's just so, but yeah, as always, yeah, it wasn't good. I have to say, like, there were a few freeze frames which were better. Like, I won't say good, but which were better than the other episodes. But I guess every single episode has a few freeze frames which looks better than the previous episode. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's not enough. A few of Mizuki's section where, like, where she was kind of just standing there or something, were actually better. I feel like, kind of, especially like the close-ups. Whenever they were like zooming out, it looks bad. Like, they, like, all the characters look bad. Mizuki especially, I was noticing there was a few of the section where they didn't even properly draw her abs. Like, they made it look so weird. So, it's just, I don't know what to say. Like, but like I said, there were a few like zoom in sections of Mizuku which actually look good. But then again, the bar is so low that my good means it's like below average. Like, good for this show is below average for other shows, you know. So that's the bar, you know. So it's, yeah, it's not good. But like, comparing to the track record of this show, it's better. Those few scenes were better. Right. As always, animation is kind of inconsistent. There are a few sections which are animated okay, and then there are a few sections where the characters just keep sliding, and like the movements are bare minimum. I think there was only one section in today's episode where I was like, okay, that animation looked a little bit better. Where's that part? Where the rhino was attacking Atomic Samurai. You see this part? Atomic Samurai takes out his like, blade and puts it down. No, not this part. Where is that section where he just wipes out a whole like bunch of enemies? I wait, that happens later? Or was it this section? I need to find that. Oh, okay, here it is. That part where he used the blade of grass in his mouth to take out a one enemy in front of him. Okay, let me rewatch this part. Yeah, that he takes out that one monster and then he uses his blade. Yeah, it looked a little bit better, but now that I'm looking at it again, I feel like it's just like the special effects kind of made me feel like it looked better. The animation was again bare minimum. That section where he takes out his blade and all the monsters just burst, that part. The special effect and the sound effect, I don't know, made it look a little bit cooler compared to all the other scenes. But then again, like I said, now that I'm looking at that section properly again, there wasn't any animation there. It was just like him taking out his blade and just moving, like, that's it. What made it look cool is the sound effect and the special effects in that moment. Like, yeah, like where he kind of takes out the sound effect and the flash that happens, where everything kind of just goes completely like bright, and then we see like he has actually taken out all the enemies. Those special effects and everything made it look way cooler than it actually was, now that I'm looking at it properly. But either way, that's the only section I feel like I would say it was good enough. But then again, all the other sections were as bad as always. Right. Yeah. But I would say this, today's episode was a little bit better than the previous episode. Like previous episode, I don't know what happened. Like a few of the sections looked so horrible. Like the character models in today's episode and the freeze frames and everything looked at least better compared to the previous episode. That I will say. You know, the characters actually look like characters. Um, you know, most of the times, not all the time. Some sections are still as bad as always, but now another thing has been brought to my attention is that apparently they're actually just skipping over sections which needs animation. There was apparently in one of the previous episodes there was apparently a section where Genos and Fubuki were walking up the stairs, and I think like a lot of people were looking forward to that section because it had like Fubuki walking in a particular way. Like I think people call it like a princess walk, where she took her skirt like this and she was walking. I think because of that, a lot of a lot of people were looking forward to that. But apparently, that section, they completely cut out that section and they just showed a picture of a building, Saitama's building, where Genos and Fubuki were just talking. And they were just showing the building. I don't know how many other instances of this they have repeated, and they have just cut out like hard, like difficult animated section and did some nonsense like this. I don't know because I haven't read the manga. I cannot really say, but that was brought to my attention, and now I'm thinking. I do wonder how many other instances of something like that they have repeated. Maybe in today's section there were something like that, and they just like glossed over it. Like I'm thinking, let me know, Tatsumaki off screening that monster, was that actually in the manga or did they actually just cut that part out? Because like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because apparently they're just cutting out sections where it's probably difficult to animate. So now I'm thinking that this whole off screening that monster, maybe this was actually in the manga and they just didn't even animate it. That's what I'm thinking. So let me know if that was actually exactly how it went in the manga. He got off paneled, while here he got off screened. Or is it that in the manga there was a proper section where Tatsumaki battled that monster and they just cut it out? Let me know in the comments. Yeah. Anyways, that's also something that they're doing, which is absolutely horrible. Just skipping over sections and just right. But like I said, I would say today's episode was better than the previous episode. But then again, it's not a difficult thing to do, because the previous episode, which was episode number 6, was the worst episode. The worst episode in One Punch Man, because like I said, it barely had any type of animation, so it was already pretty, like all they needed to do was like make the character models look a little better. But they even messed that up. The character models looked horrible, you know, and they looked ugly as hell. Every single character looked crooked. There were very few sections where the characters looked good. Even though all the characters were talking. So yeah, the previous episode was the worst of the worst. So it's better than that. But like I said, that is not a difficult thing to do. Because yeah, the previous episode was ass, like absolute ass. So at least it was better than that. either way, right. So yeah, there you go. That was what I thought about today's animation. It wasn't good, but compared to One Punch Man season 3 standards, it was okay. You know, compared to normal animation standards, it is not good at all. It is still not good. But compared to One Punch Man season 3 standard, yes, it was okay. No, I wouldn't say it was good. I would say it was okay. So yeah. Now, what I think, like, from this point onwards, the animations, at least, again, I'm saying this by One Punch Man season 3 standard, not normal animation standard. By One Punch Man season 3 standard, from this point onwards, the animation will probably get a little bit better, and the character models will probably get a little bit better, because I think, like, I don't know, like, maybe like a few of the battles in the upcoming episodes will probably look a bit better, because it's like we're going almost towards the end of this season. Um, so yeah, but like I said, by One Punch Man season 3 standard, not by normal animation standard. So the bar is pretty low. You would, so yeah. But either way, let's wait and see. Okay, yeah. So that's what I thought about today's animation. Discussion wise, I don't think I have much things to discuss, because today's episode had all the characters fighting, like each of them showcasing their ability. That was basically today's episode. And Gyoro being like, "Oh, you guys, like, you guys came back running away." He makes his own monsters into a snack and just fed it to Orochi and threatened the others to do the same. And now he's like, "Oh, the real battle will begin now." So that was basically today's episode. Now let's talk about the characters, the new characters that we saw, their powers. There were a few characters whose powers were really good, pretty interesting. For example, we had obviously, let's talk about the monster first. That ghost-looking monster who fought against Tatsumaki. His power is kind of telekinesis, I guess you could say, but not exactly like that, because he said that he was using like the grudges of the monsters or something. So he was using that to lift those things on in the sky and attack. But then, as we saw, Tatsumaki's barrier took like quick care of it. Tatsumaki went off to fight against him. Then the other characters, as we saw, each of the characters had pretty unique abilities. For example, we had this guy. What was his name? Twin Tail or something? He's like a Piero, like a Joker or something, like in a like a clown, and he's like throwing like stuff towards the enemies. We had who was this guy? This guy, this sniper guy who took out a one shotter. That's his name. These guys were actually pretty strong, and makes sense. They're all A ranks, like these few guys. A one shotter that guy, and then we had this guy whose name is Green or something. He was like using his like like plant like appendages to attack. And we had this guy Crescent Moon. We had this guy. What's his name? Narcissus or something. Narcistoic. Oh, he's a narcissist and a stoic. That's why narcistoic. Wow. Right. So, like I said, this guy reminded me of someone. Like, no, I guess it's wrong to say he reminded me of someone, but he reminded me of multiple character, like a mixture of multiple character. First and foremost, his whole like mannerisms and everything is kind of like Aoyama from My Hero Academia. His like his whole like flower thing. I don't know who it reminded me, but there's another anime character who does that, I think. His whole chin thing kind of reminded me of the whole um solo leveling meme of the main character with the long chin. If you've seen that. And so, like I said, he kind of reminded me of like a mixture of multiple characters from multiple like shows. um right. Yeah, and then we had this guy called Feather, then this ninja girl, then Flashy Flash came to support them. Alright, and then we like move on to like B characters, B rank characters, where we had these guys fighting. There was this guy like C rank, like 300 or something. He was just using a knife which has poison in it. Right. we got to see Mizuki in action, one of the fan favorite characters. Like she was using different like Olympic like games. For example, javelin throw, like high jump or like long jump, whatever you call it. Then she was using shot put. All these things she were doing. And she took out quite a few amount of monsters, but in the end she got overwhelmed by the sheer quantity of them. So then we had that guy come in. What was his name? The muscular guy. I forgot his name. Anyways, he came in and he helped her out. Oh, and then we had this Esper dude with the mask or with the helmet. His one was pretty funny, where he was like trying to use it, and then he's like, all the Gear Spear, that's his name. All the other enemies gets defeated, and he thought that he did something, and he's like, yes, my power's activated. I'm like, bruh. Like, so he's basically a King version too. Like, but unlike King, he is like under the delusion that he was the one who did it, because King very much knows he's not the one who is doing any of that. And that's why he's so afraid of going in. But he kind of misunderstood it, so right. Okay, so there you go, that was that. And then we had that Rhino guy come in, and that Rhino guy defeated all the B rank and the A rank heroes. They weren't able to do anything. And then finally Atomic Samurai comes and takes quick care of it, like pretty easy. One like like EI blade like thing he does. And then he also takes out a lot of other monsters, so that part was pretty cool. you know right. Then Puri Puri Prisoner also they took out a few of the enemies. And in the end, Child Emperor took out the Gyoro Gyoro eyeball that was moving around the scout, and took it out. Yeah, so everything is okay. Over there, Gyoro Gyoro threatened his own teammates and said that, oh, if you guys don't do anything, I'm just going to feed you to Orochi. Right. And then that's it. Yeah, so barely nothing happened today as episode as well. So but it was fun seeing the characters, different characters, and the different powers. That part was pretty fun. But other than that, like no really like progress, I guess. But it was still fun at the end. You know what? Like I said, today's episode, I even though the animation was as always garbage, and like the character models were kind of okay, like the bare minimum they're doing. Even if all those things are still as bad as always, I at least had fun watching the characters, the new characters doing some new things. Like because all these new characters, they had like new powers. We were able to see that. We were able to see these characters in action as well. I like that. That part was pretty fun. Um, so yeah, like compared to all the other episodes, I would say I feel like I had more fun in today's episode, because we were able to see all so many characters. Oh, also Tatsumaki again. I just cannot like believe how much like because of the lack of details are just like so bad. Like, so I feel like in One Punch Man, like the anime is like the art style is so damn detailed that like anything compared, like in no way can you translate like that, like kind of adapt that properly into anime format. In no way is it possible. Like Murata's art, I'm pretty sure it's not replicable at all. Even if like some really good animation studio, like maybe like Mappa, or like like Madhouse, like Witch Studio, like Ufotable, if even if they were doing the animation, I feel like they would no way be able to reach that art style. Because that is impossible to put in animated format, because it's just not possible. Like Murata's art is so damn detailed, properly animating that is not possible. Like I know that, but still, like the amount of like at least like these studios and the like, if you had like a better like like a better situation and a better group of people working on it, and I don't know, whatever is going on now, if that was not going on and they were actually trying to do a good job, the higher ups, then at least we would have been able to go close to that. But no, this is like blatantly just absolute garbage. Um, and yeah. Anyways, as always, I'm disappointed. But like I said, at least seeing the characters fight and new characters doing new things was at least entertaining to me for today. So I would probably rank today's episode a little bit higher just because of that fact that there were new characters doing new things. I liked seeing that, even though the animation was bad. But yeah, there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to today's episode number 7. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.